Introducing a new party. We live stream Monday through Thursday 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
It's gonna come out how it come out. You feel me? Yo, none of this is rehearsed. Everything is off the top.
Vulgar. Welcome to the man cave.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back on this good and exciting Monday. Y'all know we keep it raw in here, unfiltered pause. And we gonna get to the main subject. So I still, I got my ticket for sale to the cookout. Any of y'all hungry? Y'all just hit me up. I'll name a price. It's cheap. Matter of fact, I might just be giving it away. All right, I'm Boger.
I'm Gray Mars.
And I'm Easy. What up?
What's good? What's good? All right, we got some situation that's fresh off the press. Let's see. Here we go. All right, y'all. Here we go.
Got out of prison. Not the way he wanted to get out of prison, and only temporarily. But he is in a hospital right now as we speak, getting treated for stabbing injuries that he suffered this morning at the California State Prison, where he is doing time for the Megan Thee Stallion shooting. What we're told is that he was outside of his cell. We're not sure if it was the yard or if it was still within the prison walls, but was stabbed multiple times and had to be rushed to a hospital by ambulance. There are trying to get information about what the status of what his condition is right now. And it sounds at very least serious. Murky. It's definitely serious.
Yeah, so obviously we've been reaching out to everyone involved. We had one source said that it was non-life-threatening injuries, but then we have other people that are telling us that, this was a very serious stabbing. I mean, as any stabbing is, and that he, was rushed to the hospital. So we're pushing and trying to get a more clear-cut update. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely crazy because I believe just a week ago there was a photo of him that surfaced.
Less than that.
Where he was smiling or looking good. He looks super
looking
buff,
pretty fit, yeah,
and looks good. And then just to think that less than a week later he would be transferred to the hospital is obviously a very serious situation.
What happens in prison? I mean, this is not the first one, but when you're high profile, and we've seen it with others, your target.
Hi, it's Carrington from Houston, Texas, and I think the most important question is the other guy okay? I'm hoping that Tory Lanez can still dance after the stabbing, but after his 10-year sentence, I hope we as Americans do our due diligence and get illegal immigrants out of this country. But keep your head up, Tory. Hopefully you get back on your good foot.
Wow. I didn't know if that was a thing because there was a thing about Tory Lanez possibly being.
Oh, wow. I bet you Tory Lanez wouldn't mind being deported right now.
Well, if he don't have to go to jail in Canada, yeah, probably.
You think they would honor it?
Like not put him in jail?
Like if they sent him back to Canada, would they make him serve out his sentence there?
They gonna make him do some time for sure.
Wow.
Easy, this your topic. What you got to say about it?
Nah, I think it's crazy in them. The California prison ain't no joke, man. You got a lot of gang-related stuff going on over there. I don't know who he crossed, man, but he need to make amends when he get back to that prison, though. He need to holler at the OGs in that prison. It sounds like he don't have no protection. It sounds like he ain't got no protection in that prison. I mean, usually someone of that stature would have some kind of protection. It seems like he doesn't have no protection, man. So He need to holler them OGs in prison, bro. Real shit.
How you know Megan Thee Stallion to send the hit?
Yeah, boys, wow.
I'm just saying,
Hey, yeah.
like, hey, I'm gonna pay this person, but the money get to this person. Go ahead and handle that.
Yeah.
Sound like a conspiracy to me.
Hey, she could have paid somebody books up.
That's how I feel. And I mean, it's been crazy with celebrities right now. I had put in a group chat. Y'all saw what happened to Wayne with his chick?
Yeah, the one that's trying to come out now and say he put her out. I'm like, what did you do?
On Mother's Day, her and her daughter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight G.
So
I want to know what she did.
I don't know. He said she said that he hit her, but we'll see.
Man, yo, this the line every time.
the game women play.
Man, I bet she wanted something crazy, and Wayne was like, "Nah, I'm good on that." Man, she opened her mouth. He's like, "Yeah, I bet you gotta go," and that's what happened. He put her ass out. Now she trying to claim that insurance policy. That's all this is now. All these women are claiming insurance policies when they do this stuff.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, basically, like that's Tory Lane's situation, but Megan Thee Stallion was famous, and it was a weapon involved. So, like, it's like these celebrities, they either get hit with SA cases or they get hit with domestic or whatever. It's like it is an easy ticket, but are the celebrities like letting the power go to their head? Like, because I just heard that Diddy paid one of the guys to urinate in Cassie's mouth.
Yeah, I heard that too. I just heard that, among some other stuff. But a lot of people don't even want to talk about it because they don't want to get deplatformed over on Twitter.
So easy as Tory Lane's innocent? Did he pop Megan, or what you think?
I mean, shit. It looks like the evidence got him in there. I mean, he had bread to get a lawyer, so I guess the evidence pointed towards him being guilty. But like I said before, man, I think it's politics, man. He needs to get protection in that prison, bro.
So become a Muslim?
I think he gang
I know that's one
affiliated with
form of
somebody.
protection. Huh?
I think he gang affiliated with somebody. I think he did time before.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of guys do become Muslim for the protection, but they say it's for religion.
But even though you got protection, I got a cuz that's like he been in since 2004 and never getting out. And we talk all the time, and he's Muslim now, but you still gotta, there's still people out, and you gotta hope they there at the right time. You gotta hope they respect your protection, or now it could be a war between the group you with and their group, and you just happen to be a casualty because you by yourself. Like my cuz just got out the hole, got caught with the phone, always getting caught. They sent him to another part of the state, but he was just he was just telling me this. He was like, he's like, I want to stay cool. I'm trying to, because Missouri's trying to change some laws. He's like, I want to get out, but he's like, you don't understand, bro. It's a jungle in here. And he was like, a lot of the stuff he's like, to you, it seemed like I'm being bad or, resistant to whatever. But he's like, it's survival. He's like, it's not what you think in here. He's like, it's just like the street. Like the COs can only do so much, and then the COs will be against you. It's all about who got that paper.
And I'm sure Tory had the most money wherever he was at.
And that could be the thing too. Like he got that bread, and they know he got that bread. And then you in Cali. So they might have been like, hey, you got to pay up. And then he might have been looking for protection. They're like, oh, you got to pay the new price. You got to pay the celebrity price.
Yeah, possible.
Well, so it's a lot to go. Like, I don't care what type of protection you got. Like I said, you got to keep your head on a swivel. And he ain't even that type of dude for real. So,
These celebrities, man, they be going through it.
Got anything else to add, Easy?
Nah.
Let's see, all right. I don't play this one. I'm gonna see what y'all think about this. Have y'all heard about the teenagers that I think one of them was grown and they was playing Ding Dong Ditch?
Oh, he got shot.
Yeah,
yeah, I saw it.
Man, let me play.
I didn't see it, but I watched like a.
All right, I'm gonna run it.
All right.
Out of Spotsylvania, Virginia, an 18-year-old teen, Michael Bosworth Jr., lost his life, a senior in high school, just hours before his prom, after him and two other teens decided they're going to do a ding-dong ditch prank at 3 a.m. in the hours of the poltergeist. The homeowner, 27 Tyler Chase Butler, came out, fatally striking the teen, taking his life, and also striking another. The surviving teen spoke to police, and they said they were just doing innocent ding-dong ditch pranks for TikToks. The homeowner's neighbor actually caught the moment on his cameras, and he said it wasn't just an innocent ding-dong ditch. They were actually kicking, slamming, stomping on his door. So that has me to believe that the homeowner feared for his life. He probably woke up in his sleep, thought his home was being burglarized. He took matters to his own hands, defended his home, his family. And, you know, this is unfortunate event because it was such a young teen's life that was taken so soon. But unfortunately, his mistakes cost him his life. Even neighbors are saying this should serve as a lesson to other teens not to do pranks like this because it could end bad, obviously, in this situation. I know some people are going to say, you know, if it was the other way around, since, you know, skin color today is a factor in a conversation, that I wouldn't say that the homeowner's justified in taking the teen's life. But either way you look at it, I would justify the owner doing the right thing because he wasn't in on the prank. That's what y'all got to understand. This is where things get tricky. The homeowner has been arrested and is being charged with the teen's death. Now, my question for you, do you think it's justified for the police to arrest the homeowner and charge him with the death of the teen? Let me know in the comments, like this video, and as always, follow me.
Yo, so what's your opinion on that?
I agree to a certain extent that if the color was the other way around, I still think the white guy would, if the guy was white, he'd still be arrested. I don't know, but he probably would more likely beat the case. But I don't really know, like, did he shoot him in the back? Was he running away? Like, or did you just come out spraying? Like, what really happened? Now, the fact that it was somebody playing a prank and the time of the night that it was 3 o'clock in the morning, I feel like he has a good chance of beating the case. But it's also like, you know, what state is this? Because in Florida, we got stand your ground. So you can do something to somebody, and if you fear for your life, and you can beat the case.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, I want to piggyback on the stand your ground thing. What state did this happen in?
Virginia.
Oh, okay. Dang, I mean, it seems like now you can't even protect your home now without, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's crazy, man. I mean, you should be able to protect your property. You got somebody trespassing on your property, especially at 3 a.m. in the morning. Like, y'all, at 3 a.m. doing pranks, man. Like, y'all need to go somewhere with that crap, bro. Like, what if he had, like, daughters or something like in his crib? Like, people are overprotective over their family and property. So I feel like he has the right to protect this property. Now were they a real threat? I guess the court's gonna figure it out. But I mean, if somebody's 3 a.m. on your property, what you gonna do? And you got daughters or family members in the crib. I mean, that's kind of spooky, bro.
Yeah. I'm looking it up now to see what Virginia says on it. They said their stand your ground isn't as strong as some states.
Right.
But yeah.
Because in a place like New York, somebody could literally rob you, and if they turn around and run and you shoot them in the back, you get charged with murder, pretty much.
Yeah. So this is what I basically put: kids banging on the door at 3 a.m. prank because it was late. It was they said it was 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. And it says in Virginia, you do not have legal grounds to use force. They was like annoying, but not a legal threat. You are not in imminent danger. So I guess it just depends on, it say do not open the door with the weapon unless there's clear evidence of a real threat, someone trying to break in. So I know some people were saying like, it could be a neighbor or something, like, they could be running for their life and they like, hey, open up, and you might not hear them. And then you just shoot through the door. So that's what we don't know. Did he shoot through if he shot through the door, it's over.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So it's pretty much, they're saying it has to be like a last measure. Like they got through the door, you're sitting there like, hey, put down your weapon or get down or go, and they're still coming in. I think that's the only way you can use lethal force. So literally here, what I'm looking up in Virginia, you can't just like stand your ground like that. Like it has to be a last resort.
And like Anthony just said, like it's so many content creators you see like doing pranks, coming up to people, doing stuff to people because they know it's gonna get views.
Yeah.
So like that's a big issue, is that these guys know, oh, I can go bother some people and a bunch of people go view it, a bunch of people go share it.
Now, you know what they need to do? Like all these platforms need to stop that shit. Just how they want to come after the red pill and all this other stuff. That's what y'all really need to be cracking down on, is when you got kids that's doing stuff like this, like acting like they breaking into people's house or running up. There's a girl, like she got like millions of followers, a black girl, and she goes around and like talk stuff. Like she'll just run up on somebody and be like, hey, I heard you said this or this and this. And they just having lunch. And then as soon as they get ready to like whoop her ass, she'd be like, no, it's just a prank. It's just a prank.
Y'all remember Boot
Yeah.
Gang? When Boot Gang used to run in places and steal stuff and then run out and like do all this crazy stuff. You remember Boot? Easy, you remember Boot Gang?
Nah.
Oh, it's a guy. Y'all know, like if I pulled on the picture, y'all would know who I'm talking about. But
this like on social media.
Yeah, he was like a social media star. I'll try to pull it up. But
nah, I know the one dude, he be going around acting like he a racist. And he got a black dude with him that be having like overalls on with no shirt on.
Who?
He call himself white Dolomite or something like that.
Oh wow!
He be going in the hood
because they know people gonna watch it.
But yeah, he like, and the thing is, people follow those channels. Like all those people who pull pranks got millions of followers. They follow those channels, so it's a lot of incentive to do it.
It won't let me pull it up because I just got a new laptop. But yeah, I'll send them in the group chat when we done. Y'all gonna know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's crazy, man. Like it was just like they said, TikTok. They doing it for TikTok views. And the part that I feel like might hurt them if it's a jury is because it's a kid. You know what I'm saying? That a kid lost their life. So like,
yeah,
that's always more emotional.
Yeah, but I think that's something to talk about too, because a lot of people, they brag. I know in the hood, a lot of people brag like, yeah, bro, you run up on my stuff and I'm I got my strap and these guns can get y'all in a lot of trouble. Like there's too much. You got Google, you got chat, whatever state y'all live in, y'all need to know y'all laws as far as like how to use your weapons. Because in most of these states, you can't, if it ain't the South. Now I think even the South is getting strict on that. You can't just shoot people. That's just like that. The teenager up here in KC that went to the wrong house.
Yeah.
To pick up his sisters, and the homeowner shot. He didn't kill him, but yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And he shot him through the door. And you got a lot of people out here now, like me, DoorDash and other stuff. It's something I think about all the time. is what if you like you got to double check, especially at night, because you run up on the wrong house and people gun happy, it's over.
Yeah, because it could be somebody that don't even know that's getting a delivery, and then you go, and then like oh, and you got the Ring camera, so they might be like, hey, what's going on? So I understand where you coming from.
Yeah, and if y'all doing that at night, man, keep that red bag.
Yeah,
like keep that red bag and keep that light, keep that camera light on it, because way people, it's like people just waiting to say, I knocked somebody off to try to break in my house. I don't know.
I agree with that.
All right, I'm gonna run on the next subject. Yeah, I know how I like to mess with our lovely ladies. All right.
I came across this post on Facebook. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, is this real or is this AI? So I go read the comments trying to find out, like, if it's someone of importance, like, what does it stand for? What does it mean? And I'm reading the comments, and y'all look at these comments. Like, I'm like, I'm so sick. I'm so sick of it. But anyway, so I go and look, and I'm looking. So I said, let me see if this is real. So I look it up, and then I come up actually real.
Rather than the Stars is about trying to communicate those dreams and communicate those inner worlds that we have, and sometimes we misinterpret with one another, to try and create an understanding. And basically,
this is my issue with people. There is so much hate, like just so much hate off of a statue. It's fucking ridiculous. Like it's sickening and it's fucking ridiculous. And it's just an art exhibit for Times Square. Like, and people wonder why now. I want to get my land and get me a homestead. And guess what? What I did. Because you know what? If you don't ask for help, you're never going to get it, right? And you never know until you try. Listen, I'm going out on the ledge. I created a GoFundMe. Anybody that wants to help and support, one, you already know watching this video supports me. Comment, sharing, whatever. So it helps. Okay, but anybody that wants to sprinkle a little extra on top, I do have my GoFundMe in my bio. If y'all don't know, my goal is to purchase property, either with a home already on it or build one on there. So I do have my GoFundMe in my bio. So if you guys got some rich aunties and uncles that just want to give away some money, you can just go ahead and share this. But I appreciate all.
All right, I had two reasons for using this video. One is to point out that diabetical statue. Two, it's getting real out here, man. People are grifting and trying to get their GoFundMe's, trying to get paid. I guess they trying to get them school loans paid off for the IRS come after them. I've been seeing too many women that's putting up these GoFundMe's trying to get paid, and it's sad. Y'all need to go get a man. Stop being so independent. Learn how to listen to a man and go get you a man. You won't have to be out here on these here internets begging. All right.
This is a topic you had for Slim, huh? I knew this was the one.
So what I'm sure you've seen the statue or heard about it now. What's your feelings on it?
What I read was that it's like a tour, so I guess this guy is like doing this, but I guess some black women are offended because they saying like, "Oh, is this how they see us? Like what she looks like?" To me, it's just like sometimes it's just like people running a business trying to get attention. Because if that was the guy, that Spanish-looking guy that made the statue, I mean, like, I don't know if he was necessarily trying to be offensive, but he probably was trying to get attention. Like, we talk about Kanye West a lot. He literally made a song about Hitler, and his new album was going to be called Cuck. So, like, sometimes it's just a business decision, like, especially if you're an artist, like, what can get the most attention?
Yeah. Man, you hear what Kanye said about that album, though?
What did he say?
He said it's going to have that anti-Semitic sound.
Oh, wow.
Like, that dude do not care. But Easy, what you think about that statue, man?
Honestly, be honest with you, I really don't have no feelings about it. I really don't know much about it. I need to do some more research, man, to make a comment about it for real.
I got another video. This lady, I hate the stereotype that we get from black women, when black men have issues. So I'm gonna play the part of this video, then I'll give my opinion along with y'all.
I don't understand what's the problem. Y'all talking about her? She look like your mother. She look like your mother, your aunties, your cousins, your nieces. Any black woman in your family, she look like me. I am very happy that she's there. She's 12 feet tall. She's very intimidating. When you walk by her, you just gotta respect her. You don't laugh at her. And the only person that should really be mad is a black woman. And we're not mad. They see us. Every single day when they go to work, they see us. She's us. And she's black. And she's tired. We are tired. You didn't think we was tired?
It's y'all fault y'all tired. And we do see y'all. We see y'all at the Frontier Airlines counter.
Oh, I saw that video go viral too.
Why do y'all think that's a good defense? I'm trying to figure out why black women think it's a good defense to start telling black men that that's your auntie, that's your mama. I'm gonna call my mama out. Huh?
Go ahead. I was gonna say that's the first argument they use.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm the type. I'm gonna call my mama out. If my mama 304, I'm gonna call her 304. I have no type of filter. My mom's no longer here, and that's gonna be the later reason what I explain why this is even a dumber argument. But and she's big. My mom was, she was big. Guess what? I told her about it. She ended up getting diabetes, everything else, and guess what? She died at 62 years old. All my aunties that was fat are big. They all gone. None of them are here. I'm only 40 years old and I don't have no family. Why? Because they big, unhealthy, fat, diabetes, and they're gone. So why do y'all think black women, y'all need to stop saying this shit? Especially about the weight. There's nothing cool about the statue. There's nothing cool about the women walking around here looking like linebackers now. And I'll tell every man that's listening, every man out there, if y'all come across this video, stop accepting that. You shouldn't be accepting a woman that weighs more than you.
It's what we eat, especially in the black community, like the soul food. A lot of us, especially black men, we die from salt. You don't see a lot of old black men because, we eat salty foods. I think our generation is more like health conscious, like vegans and keto and all whatever. We're more health conscious, but yes, in the family, we do have like women that are overweight where, they're not really being active or, they got the kids and they taking care of everybody and they just used to that Southern cooking, especially down South.
Go ahead. I'm gonna tell you what we died from, but go ahead.
But I think it's what we're eating. And I understand what you're saying that they shouldn't say they shouldn't put it as like a good thing to like be overweight. But I feel like they did a stereotype of black women as women that fit that stereotype. They just felt like, oh, I'm being seen or getting some type of recognition.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to be seen for better than that. And here's the thing: a lot of men and women, we're not dying from salt. That's part of it. We're dying from trying to get the closest parking spot to Walmart. We're dying from taking the car every time when you can walk some places. Man, I'm tell you, I do Lyft, bro. It be people going a half mile. Like y'all literally gonna pay $10 Lyft to go somewhere you could have walked to. It ain't raining. It's 75 degrees, the nice breeze. You could have walked there. The more we get technology and the easier life get, people are just abusing it. Like me, sometimes I used to take my bike. I'm busy now. So it's a Stairmaster. I get on my Stairmaster every day. I literally just moved into a new apartment this weekend. And the reason I chose the apartment community I moved into is because they had a Stairmaster. So now I don't have to go to Planet Fitness or my gym to work out. I can go right downstairs every morning. That's another part of it too. Nobody wants to work out anymore. You can eat. The thing is, you can't do both. You can't eat a bunch of soul food and then be lazy and take your car everywhere and never walk. That's the problem. You got to choose. I say don't do either one of them. But if you're going to eat crazy, work out every day.
Is obesity in America a problem? I know you used to only eat Chick-fil-A sandwiches and be like, oh, I don't eat this, I don't eat that.
Yeah, obesity is an issue, man. You act like you know about my diet, man. Get out of here, bro. I'm a certified personal trainer, so I take my health serious. I'm in the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I can't speak for nobody else, but yeah. So, but it's definitely an issue. I think people need to start taking their health more seriously. You know, no, I don't eat right all the time, but I just try to stay away from certain foods and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I try to stay away from fried foods as best as I can. Like today, for instance, I worked out. I went to Publix. I had them steam me some shrimp with lemon pepper and rice. You know what I'm saying? So I try to eat healthy as possible, man. I drink a lot of water. People need to be more health conscious, man. I don't drink no soda. You feel me?
Yep.
Shit. I could bench press 225 a few times. I can do pull ups, dips, and leg raises. I train like a boxer for real. So I hit the heavy bag and jump rope like throughout the week. So I'm in shape, man. I think people need to start doing the same thing. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah.
no chump, bro. I definitely ain't no chump.
Yeah, we gotta get away from glorifying that, like, and then we gotta get away from the criticism. Like y'all could say whatever, man. I'm in a Kevin Samuels group on Facebook, and I got attacked so bad for going against that statue. But my thing is, the black community. It's more of the black community that's doing this. I know the whites are doing it too, but it's more of us that put it in the public of trying to shame men for not wanting that. And you know what? Most women, even Lizzo, big ass Lizzo, did not want a fat dude. She was trying to get with some muscular dude before she started losing the weight. I can't remember his name, some actor. But as soon as a man do it, it's an issue. And then y'all, this body positivity, man, all that's bullshit. All of it's a lie. Because you know what? Women, I'm telling you, women will say, oh, you look good, girl. She 300 pounds, tight spandex, whatever on. And then I guarantee you, if you tell that same chick who gave her the compliment, dang, y'all kind of look alike, she gonna be mad as shit because she know it's a lie. And here's the other thing. One of the reasons I work out mainly is for my health, seeing my parents die. Another reason is for my woman. So my thing is, why would I want to embarrass my woman being out of shape? Just get fat, nasty, out of shape. And now you run a higher risk of diabetes or certain health conditions. And then she talked about, she swear to love me. Hopefully she'll stick around if I have health issues. But why push that faster? You know what I'm saying? So I try to stay healthy for that. And I'll tell dudes, don't accept these women telling you you're supposed to accept a woman who don't care about herself. If you're overweight, you do not care about yourself, you're irresponsible. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. I'm going to say it here on the Man Cave. If a woman is fat, matter of fact, if anybody is fat, they are not to be trusted. If they can't hold respect and keep up their own tempo, they can't do nothing for you. They don't respect themselves. They're not going to respect you. I'm sorry. Call me evil, whatever it is, but that should be a red flag. You see a woman that's overweight, that's a red flag.
I seen guys when
I don't necessarily agree with that, but yeah, it's all good.
I was gonna say this. I seen when I was in the army, right? It was this guy. His girl was real overweight, but she had a pretty face, and he just had her in the gym. And like some guys, they might feel like, oh, okay, I'm gonna build a chick. So like I'm gonna get a chick like this because she gonna want me for who I am, and then I'm gonna build her like to look a certain way.
I mean, she gotta want it. She gotta want that. Now she come to you like, oh, I really want it. I yearn for it. I just don't know how. And she's willing to take your leadership to get there. Fine, that's one thing. But if you see this big chick and you like, hey, get with me, I'm gonna make you lose it. Now you forcing her to do something she probably don't want to do. And then she might resent you for it. You have to accept, like, I don't agree when people do that. Like, you can't force anybody to do stuff they don't want to do. You either accept them for who they are and move on. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you like big chicks, go ahead. That's your thing. But for the most part, I think anybody who don't take care of their health is not worth being with. Sorry.
Yeah, but they might have medical issues, you know what I mean? So
That's
just because
different.
someone's big doesn't
You know
necessarily
what?
mean that they're lazy, you know what I'm saying?
I had
So
many
damn, you ain't
heart
gonna let me
issues.
talk, bro? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying I had many heart issues, and changing my diet fixed it.
What you were saying, Easy? What you were saying?
No, I'm done, bro. I'm good.
All right. Let's see, next video.
Markets are soaring thanks to President Trump's latest trade truce with China, and the world's two largest economic superpowers have agreed to slash tariffs by 115%. That means there's still some in there, but they're much lower, and it's for a 90-day period. So, Wall Street, the corner of Wall and Broad, liking the cooling off that they see. The deal cuts reciprocal tariffs, again, by 115%. And China will reduce pressure on U.S. products from 125% down to 10%. The U.S. will temporarily lower tariffs on Chinese goods from 145 to 30%. So you see, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent revealed that this breakthrough was able to happen under President Trump because China walked all over Biden.
That's what I want to slam for.
So what's your take on it?
For me?
Yeah.
I've been saying that. That's what I meant by I said Trump is a red pill.
No, I'm talking about the tariffs.
What you like? Basically, I've been saying that's what was going to happen because China was trying to play hard. Like everybody else gave in early. China was trying to hold out and actually go to war, but they weren't prepared. That's what I was saying. Like China need us. I'm sure we need them too, but all this cheap manufacturing, stealing our technology and stuff like that, they needed us more.
So this is what I got in arguments with Republicans about. So what Trump had at 125%, how she was showing it, then went to 10%. So basically, they kind of did a truce and said like, oh, okay, for 90 days, we're not going to basically have the 125%. We'll try to like negotiate a deal. So what people on the left are saying is that Trump surrendered because Trump said he was going to have Trump trying to pay for all this stuff. And really, he only like got 10% additional. And basically, it's just like you didn't do what you said you were going to do. So, but I hear the people on the right saying that, oh, this is this 10%, like we gained something. So
no,
Go ahead.
No, that what Trump has been saying from the start is it's a negotiation tactic. If you don't want to come to the table and we talk and negotiate and agree on something, I'm going to keep the tariffs up. Once China was like, all right, let's sit down. We're willing to negotiate. We're willing to try to make the playing field equal and trade. That's now Trump is like, I'll lower them. That's all Trump wants. He just want to talk. China first is like, nah, y'all don't, because what China really was doing, they're playing off the left because the left is on some emotional shit. So they was really playing off of that and hoping the media, because they know the media is on China's side. So they was hoping the media would just break down the public in America and then go break down Trump, and they could still keep doing what they were doing. And it didn't work. Trump stood on, he stood on business. Now China is suffering. The people of China are suffering. Like the companies over there are getting hit. and they're going to the leader like, hey, you got to do something. So China's getting pressure. Trump is like, yo, we cool. We had that one dip in the economy that shit's going back up. We cool over here. So China had to really talk. So that's what it's about. I know the left is going to try to finagle it and switch it to whatever to make it seem like Trump surrendered. But Trump never said it was permanent. What he said was, come to the table or I'm going to keep them up. Everybody else came to the table. He got rid of the tariffs for them because they lowered their tariffs. We found out some countries had 200% tariffs against us.
Easy, you want to add something to the tariff stuff?
Yeah, the only thing I want to add is, or last thing I saw is for 90 days, they went down in percentage, which is I don't know what that's about. I think it's about negotiations, I guess. But a lot of people on social media are like saying that whatever Trump is trying to do is failing because a lot of these countries are like fighting back from the tariffs. But I mean, the only people that know are the people that's involved. So we got to sit back and wait, man. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah, 90 days they supposed to meet up again, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's really just to talk about what the deal is going to be. So whatever Trump don't like, he's probably going to be like, hey, we got to correct this. China's going to have whatever they have, and they just got to come to an agreement, come to a middle ground. That's what I feel like it is. That's what I always thought it was.
Well, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think what Trump is trying to do is like backfiring, or you think it's going to take a little more negotiation?
Nah, because China is coming to the negotiation table. Because if you really, like, the left is not going to tell you this, but if you really go look at the evidence, the people of China are pissed and the companies over there are suffering. Even, what was it, Temu just said that they're going to start looking at American products versus China because of the tariffs. Temu is going to suffer. So I know I'm not sure exactly what they said, but I know it was some type of move from Chinese products to looking at American products. So you got companies like that are pulling out from China. So China's like, hell no, we can't have that. So they're going to have to talk to Trump.
I think Trump is just going to basically spin this. Like, look at what Trump just did. Trump signed to lower the prescription prices, and that's basically something that Bernie Sanders would do. So Trump is noticing, okay, let me do stuff that people go like. He's talking about taxing the rich. So Trump is doing a bunch of left-wing stuff. So Trump is just going to spin whatever to make himself look good.
But how is that with the with the pharmaceuticals? I looked through that and it basically said what America is doing is they charge us higher prices while they sell those same medicines to the rest of the world at bargains.
That's true.
So to me, how is that doing the left when Trump has said America first? So if he's like, hey, if we're going to stop taxing the Americans high prices for pharmaceuticals and lower it, isn't that still America first?
Low taxes is a left-wing thing. Republicans don't necessarily introduce more taxes, but they basically do stuff for the wealthy and the military 90% of the time when they get elected. So him doing the dropping of the prescription prices, that's the same thing Joe Biden did. That's the same thing Bernie Sanders always talk about doing, is like lowering money and going after big pharma. I guess RFK said that too. Trump isn't a typical Republican, is basically what I'm saying. And like that's what this guy just said right here. I'll put this up here. And neither are people around. He destroyed the poor Republican Party in 2016. And I agree with this. Trump is not a Republican. He just has turned Republican Party into whatever MAGA is supposed to be.
I just feel like it's he look at something and he's like, okay, this is not good here. I think this will be better like that. That's how I'm taking it. I don't, like you said, it's not a Republican or Democrat thing. It's just doing the right thing. And a lot of people might not agree with that, but
yeah, I was going to say that a lot of people do not agree with that. Yeah,
but the evidence and the results are in. Like to see the market jump the way it's jumped. Now, and that was a response to China conceding to Trump. So yeah, it's 90 days, but it's the talk. Like you don't hear China talking hard like they was before.
I never really heard China say anything. I just saw Trump saying, "Oh, we're going to do this. China's ripping us off." Blah 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 blah. And then like I heard about the deal. That I was like, "Oh, Trump really didn't do anything." Then I went on TikTok and I saw all the right wing content creators like, "Oh yeah, we won, we won, we won." So I was just like, "Okay, well,
I'm talking about when this first started. Remember, India came to the table, Europe came to the table, and then China was like, "Nah, we're not willing to negotiate. We're going to raise our." They went and remember. You say you don't remember. They went and raised that tariff higher in response to the U.S.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by China was still trying to respond in a negative way instead of coming to the table.
Makes sense.
All right, main topic.
Fatigue is a thing. Newsflash. White people don't want to live around ratchet black people, and black people don't want to live around ratchet black people. I mean, it's nothing like going to the Walmart on a Sunday morning, and then you see the bonnet crew walk in. Loud, obnoxious, the kids are everywhere, in every aisle, unattended, and that's anywhere you go. No matter what. They're highly emotional, highly sensitive. You can't say nothing. You can't even smile and hold the door for them because they'll look at you like you're crazy. And always the victim of something. Either you stepped on a shoe, you looked at them wrong, you told them good morning. They're never happy, they're never satisfied. And you wonder why normal, good black people move out of the hood as soon as they start getting successful. I was one of those black people that said, man, if I made some money, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna buy up this, buy up that. I'm gonna support the community. As soon as I got my money, I got the fuck up out of there because they don't know how to appreciate good shit. And my suburban kids don't need to be dealing with that bullshit. Crab in a barrel mentality. Never take accountability for nothing. So yeah, black fatigue is a thing. And I'll tell you, a lot of people are fucking tired. They're tired of dealing with these kind of people on a daily basis. I mean, I get anxiety when I walk inside of a mall nowadays. I mean, because you got these YNs running around and they don't respect nothing. So I don't care what anybody says. White America is tired of you, and we are too.
Man, I agree with everything that man said.
I want to give context on the video that went viral before you go, Vogler. So what happened was this lady, she's a Christian teacher. Did you see this video, Vogler?
No.
Okay, she's a Christian teacher, and she basically was talking about the Shiloh Hendricks incident and saying like, oh, she was wrong, this, and that. But the reason that this happened, and Shiloh Hendricks is the lady that called a young black boy as 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
With autism, the N-word. Okay, so she was saying like, oh, okay, that was wrong. But what white America is basically tired of is that black people are doing all this stuff and then complaining about it. So what do you say? But yeah, my bad. I just wanted to say like where it came from.
All right. Easy.
No comment.
I'm gonna say this is wild. Like to me, hearing it is just like it's kind of wild because I mean I saw something like the left wing people say, okay, black people dealt with 400 years of slavery, they tired of it, and like I said before, like we all each have like our bad groups. Most black people I meet are normal, middle class. I really don't see a lot of. I know some hood people. I mean, I go to the hood for family members' houses, stuff like that. But 90% of the time it's just regular people because I'm 36. I'm not hanging around a bunch of young guys. I mean, I remember I went to the mall with my kids for like spring break, some young kids was acting crazy, but mall security handled it, and it was like done. So I haven't really had that type of experiences.
Yeah, I definitely have. What I'm going to say is the issue is the real issue. You ever had to split up in groups? Like if you were doing a project or a school, you split up. You have to split up into groups, and then one person is chosen to be the spokesman for that group, right? That's what's wrong with the Black community is the poverty sector is a spokesman for us. The people who are actually doing good, they're taking the brunt of it. A lot of them, like you said, like I experience a lot of it, but as far as like I say where I live, I don't as much because I'm not in the hood. But if you go a lot of the major cities, that's the hood per se. And to me, I feel like that's what the hood has became, the dumpsters of America. If you live in the city, you got a place where you got water, you got the electric plant, you got parks where people live, and then you got to have a separate part for where you put the trash at. And I feel like that's what a lot of the inner cities have become. And then you got a lot of you have a lot of people there, the single mothers, households being what is it, 70, 75% of kids in the Black community are being raised without the father. And the ones that do have a father, a lot of times the father is weak, feminized, thinking things are supposed to be 50-50 instead of having some say over his household. It's a lot of men. I'm telling you, I talk to so many men now, and they tell me I'm controlling over my woman.
Really?
Yo, you be some, yeah, they like, oh, you sound controlling. And I'm like, no, I'm the man. And my woman would look at me crazy if I wasn't leading her. Even when she get upset, she'll come back later like, you know what, I'm glad you wasn't a weak ass bitch. Yeah. So the thing about it is this is a real thing. I'm tired. I'm tired of the hood. I'm tired of the shit. You see the shit with Frontier Airlines. Okay, they have a policy where at a certain time you got to pay $25, right? But at the same time, you got to use discernment, right? I worked in hospitality forever. There are certain rules, and then sometimes you got to be like, is it worth it to enforce that rule? Or should I just be like, you know what? Let me just let this dude go. I'll let him know, like, hey, I'm gonna let you buy this time, but in the future, you got to be here a certain time, 30 minutes or whatever the guideline was before you board the plane, right? Some things aren't worth it, or you escalate it to a manager. That chick was just going off. You're not gonna board whatever she was saying. You're not gonna board this flight. You're not gonna board this flight. Just kept repeating it. That's the type of stuff that even if it's not the whole community, that's what's being put out there. That's what you see when you see Black people. You see women twerking in Lululemon. You see Jasmine Crockett saying dumb shit all the time and acting hood. Like Jasmine Crockett for the left is very unprofessional. She says a lot of stuff that's just unhinged. And then the people like Byron Donalds get ignored. Why? Because he's a conservative. That's the other thing that's dumb as shit about the hood. Nobody in the hood or nobody in the Black community, you can't come to the cookout if you got a different thought process. The Black community is not a monolith, but the negative side is running the shit.
We get a lot of comments tonight. Hey, I appreciate the audience. This is one of the best nights we had on the Man Cave. Kamal has been a guest on the show. We worked with him a bunch of times. Shout out to him. Easy. What do you think about this question? Would y'all consider trailer parks the hood? Do you consider trailer parks the
hood? To a certain aspect, yes. But I mean, I'm from North Carolina, man, so that's some of the trailer parks are actually pretty decent. I mean, and everybody that lives in a trailer park is not necessarily trashy or whatever. So I think it pretty much depends on like where you're at. But I want to say for the most part, yes. I want to lean towards yes. Because it has that I guess it has that view as being the hood. I mean, I know a lot of people be trapping out of the daggone trailer parks. So yeah, I gotta lean towards yes. You know what I mean? And the reason why I said no comment before is because Armonte said what I was gonna say. So no disrespect to y'all. Yeah.
You know what it's like? Because the trailer parks, yeah, a lot of them can be the hood. It's the mentality, and I'm gonna get on that point. I feel like if you say you take the white community, you take the black community, what it's like is, or even Indians, because I'm gonna say Indians, as far as a community, the mindset, they're the cleanest, right? So like they are, even the Jewish community, they are very clean as far as how they look, what they present, and they're very family oriented. White people probably in the middle more so, but then you get to blacks, the black community is just like, if you go in the black community home, it's trash everywhere. That's what it's like. Like the black people not keeping their house clean. That's what it's like. The white people clean, right? They put the trash in the trash can, whatever. Indian, same way. That's what it's like. The black community has got trash everywhere. That's what it's like. We're not organized, and we just all hood. And then, like I said, you got the womanism, feminism, all this stuff, and it's affecting us the most. It goes back to what Malcolm X said: when a white person sneezed, black person got the flu. And that's, like I said, that's what a lot of this is like. And that's for me. I'm done. I can't do it to see people cheering over Rodney Hitton going and just hitting some random sheriff and then saying that he's a hero. Come on, man. We got to do better than that.
I feel you. I feel like the media puts the worst black people out there, especially when you talk about rap music, like even movies. They put the worst of the worst from our community like out there. So like that's just what gets the attention. That have to make the city do their job.
And I'm gonna tell you the other thing. I feel like a lot of what we're doing is, imagine your woman, right? Or yeah, your woman go to work, boss is crazy, she can't say nothing, and just imagine your woman is that breadwinner. You ain't working, you down on your luck right now, and she got to cover all the bills. So your woman goes to work, the boss is the asshole. She can't say nothing to him because she's gonna lose her job. So she comes home to you, and you say one little thing, and she down your ass for it. And you like, man, I ain't even did nothing. I just asked about dinner, right? And she just disrespecting you.
Yeah.
The reason why she's doing that because she has no power against the real threat, which is her boss. She got to keep that job. That's what's going on in the community. A lot of the stuff we blaming on racism, a lot of the stuff we blaming on other stuff, is because we don't have real power to control our community. That's what's really going on. We don't have the power to tell the degenerates to stop, because you got other communities that's paying them for it. So there's nothing we can do to go stop it. Would you agree or not agree?
I would agree to a certain extent. We don't have the infrastructure. Like they always say, we don't have the banks. The biggest issue is the black dollar doesn't last in the neighborhood. And I feel like, I would say education, but some of these black women are educated. But even with some things, if you look at like John Morant, somebody who came from a private school, good family, he still would act hood. So it's just like there are some people that just like that culture. Like it's white people that like that culture, Spanish people, like because it's fun. Like I know we put it down, but a lot of people like the degeneracy. A lot of people want to go get lit, have a good time, act wild, and then do what they want. The hood life is appeasing until the consequences come with it.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that's the other part to it. the other reason we're blaming racism, we blame white people, we blame everybody, and then try to get on with the immigrants or whatever it is black people are trying to jump on, is because in order for us to bring our community back together, we got to give up that fun shit. We got to give up the twerking. We got women going to have to give up a power, whatever, some independence. They're going to have to give up some of that and come back and work with a man. The cat's out the bag. Here's the thing. Power is addictive. That's what's really happened. Women have tasted power. You have a government that supports it, even though now the government is kind of saying, hey, it's getting to be expensive. That's what the food stamps, welfare being rolled back. The school loans, the government coming back for school loans. The government's kind of saying now, hey, it's getting expensive. But they have tasted that power and don't want to come back. That's why you get a lot of the women who blame the men for everything. They say, oh, it's the man's fault. It's the man's fault. No, it's all of us. Yeah, we gave up that power, but y'all gave it up too. And to bring it back is going to be boring. You're going to have to find somebody, marry them. You're not going to be able to be a 304 out here on dating apps. Man, a lot of these people, the men and women are loving it. They're loving being 304s. They're loving running through women and passport bros going overseas. Nobody wants to stay home, get a regular job, start a business, raise a family. Nobody want to do that anymore. So that's leading to this too.
For sure, for sure. Hey, we have a lot of people watching, a lot of people in the comments. Please subscribe. We do this every Monday and Wednesday, the Man Cave at 8 p.m. Eastern. We also have a new party on Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Like, we definitely appreciate all the love. This was lit tonight. Easy, what's your final thoughts?
Final thoughts is a lot of these topics were definitely eye-opening, especially the Tory Lanez thing was kind of crazy because it just happened. The tariff thing, we just got to sit back and wait. So that's all I got to say, man. One love.
Most definitely. With the tariffs, I feel like Trump is trying to clean up, some of his mistakes. As far as a statue, I felt like it's an artist being an artist, but I do get why some black people and why some people are offended. As far as Tory Lanez, it's rough in there, Hopefully he has a full recovery. As far as the black fatigue and Vogel giving up his ghetto pass, we got it for sale. The black fatigue is just everybody has fatigue with everybody's issues. Black people fatigue with the racist stuff. I guess white people fatigue with the ghetto stuff. So let's all just do better. Vulgar.
Oh yeah. To the left, it's okay to admit y'all wrong. It's okay to say, hey, maybe what Trump was doing is working. Yeah. I ain't gotta you ain't gotta move the goalposts, man. Like, oh, I thought the tariffs gonna do. Nah, the tariffs are doing what they supposed to do. He said it from the beginning. What'd he say? He was like, hey, get on board or I'm gonna charge you for it. And that's what happened. As far as, y'all can get my I'm gonna put it on sale somewhere, Amazon, eBay, one of them. Y'all can bid on it. My black card. Nah, but for real, a lot of us that's choosing to leave per se, it's the ones it's like the crab in the bucket mentality. They want to try to pull you back down, but you're not leaving the black community. The black people aren't a monolith. That's what we got to understand. Like, we're not a monolith. We're all different. We all have different thoughts. What you're doing is leaving a mindset. You're leaving a poverty mindset, a survival mindset, and it's okay. That's what happens. That's why when people get a lot of money, they find out that they were cool with certain people because they were on the same level. As soon as they get to the next level, now they become food to everybody else that's still surviving. So you got to get away from that or you're going to get ate. So don't stop letting people shame you. It's not okay to be big in our community too. We got to stop normalizing big women, big mama, big auntie, big whatever. Y'all need to start walking and working out again. Seriously. Like, it's not cool. I was overweight at one time and I had to lose it. I had heart issues, AFib, all kind of stuff. I couldn't even do a mile and I had to get my license. This was in my 20s. I had bedroom issues because my health was so bad, and I got it together like 10 years ago. So all y'all can do it. Y'all not gonna fool me. The Black community, we got to do better, y'all.
For sure, for sure. Man Cave.
Introducing the new party. We live stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.